Hey YouTubers, today we're going to be using our wallpaper steamer to remove the wallpaper. And last time I demonstrated how to use hot water or a chemical wallpaper stripper. This time I'm going to show you how to use a wallpaper steamer. If the other processes let us down, then we can go to the steamer and it'll work much more effectively for us. Here we have our paper. We've scored it with the paper tiger. We've ascertained that hot water or a chemical stripper isn't able to soften the adhesive enough to be able to strip our paper effectively. So now we've opted to go with a wallpaper steamer. I'm just going to demonstrate how we use that. So we've got our steamer fired up. It's basically just a container of water that has an element in it, and it's boiling that water. Steam is getting pushed up through this hose into the plattern. It's basically just a flat plattern. You see the steam coming off there. Just hold that on there for a few seconds. So 10 seconds to start with, see how it does. And then move it along a section, and as that's steaming we can try and peel this off and see what it does. Seems to be doing a nice job. And actually it's holding there, so we can go back for a bit more. And just like in our last demonstration, if we can avoid using a scraper, all the better. If we can apply this steam and the wallpaper lifts off without a scraper, that's fantastic. So we go back to that one. There you go. Now it's a good idea, we have our drop sheet down, but it might be a good idea to have a garbage bag and try to throw all the pieces of scrap paper into a garbage bag as you go. That'll save a lot of mess in the end. You see how this section does? It's good. You can just tear that off. Throw it in the garbage bag. Just leave that for a few more seconds. As you can see, this steamer is a lot more successful than the other methods. And we may have to make the investment, either rent a machine or purchase one, and then we come back to that area. But we can see that it's well worth it, especially if time is a big factor. You want to be careful to use the handle at all times, because this plate gets extremely hot. Obviously it's steam, so it's over 100 degrees. We don't want to scald ourselves, receive a burn. So keep our hands free of the steam at all times. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but this section here is completely clean. There's no adhesive, no paper left behind. So in just a matter of a few minutes, we've taken off quite a large section of paper. We haven't done any damage to the wall. We haven't needed a scraper. See the beauty of using a steamer if we can get our hands on one. There. So you just keep working your way down. see that wasn't quite long enough, so we just go back with a few more seconds. There we have it. So a natural question to ask may be, what happens when I get to an area on my wall where I can't reach with the steam plate? What if there's a small section or a narrow section of wall between trim or some other obstacle that doesn't allow me to lay the steam plate right against the wall? What would you do? I would go one step back and use the chemical wallpaper stripper. Maybe I can just show you a quick demonstration of that. So I'm just going to score this up first with the paper tiger, and then we'll proceed from there. Just a very light touch. Perforate that surface, and then spray with the wallpaper remover. Give that a good soaking. We'll leave that for a little while. Come back in 10 minutes or so. See how it goes. Okay, so we've left it for about 10 minutes to soak, and I've actually re-wet it because it's sort of dried out on the surface. So I've reactivated it, and so let's just see how it peels. Use our plastic scraper so we don't do any damage to the drywall or the primer in behind. And it's coming off just beautiful. A little bit of backing paper right there. So all that remains is a little bit of this backing paper. We can grab hold of that, and that's gone too. So there you have it. If you have any small areas where the steam plate can't get into, that's a way to remove your wallpaper from those spots. Hope you enjoyed those two demonstrations on how to use the chemical wallpaper stripper and also the steamer. Hopefully you can put them to good use in your future projects. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. If you have any suggestions for a demonstration of a video, I'll endeavor to do that. And also you could subscribe so you don't miss any of the lessons. Until next time, it's been Craig, the Muskoka Painter, helping you take the pain out of painting.